Alright guys, so Puka back here, and let's just jump right into our next game here. This is gonna be day number 4 here. Yes, day number 4 of the round of 16 here, and this is gonna be very interesting. So, it's been a couple days since I've last casted, actually, like just generally casting. I know I've been uploading. Whoopsie. I know the VOD's been coming up, but if you're a VOD user, I cast I normally cast them in chunks, and yeah, so feel free to check out the OP if you want to know any of the games that are coming up tonight. All that fun stuff is in the OP. I've done a lot of graphical work to the OP, so let's just hope that it's better now, you know. But game 1 is going to be between let's see here, it's going to be between, I apologize, it's going to be Boxer versus Enough. So I'm just looking forward to Boxer. You know, this is where Boxer really shines, or he's about to shine, and he just is gonna be entertaining. And I forget the first map. I think it's gonna be on Neo Jungle Story. And sadly, I don't have a co-caster with me tonight, and then I have the YSL cast tomorrow as well. So we'll have to figure this out. So this will probably be around another 2-hour cast or something like that, just by the general length of these videos that tend to go. These guys normally talk for anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes. And then we just pretty much then they introduce the players, and then we go in from there. They generally how the VODs of the Korean VODs go is that they talk about some random stuff. They're probably talking about the game or what today's schedule is, and then from there they go talk about, they give random nude shots of the body of the players, and then they go into the map, and then they finally introduce, and then they finally launch the game, and then they do that, and then we get in the Brood War game. And they're just talking behind this really horrible looking green screen right now. So, and yeah, so also if you're watching this, I do feel a little sad that I wasn't able to do the YSL cast earlier today, but more or less the whole reason why I didn't want to do it was I saw Gambit Couples running, and I saw Hakubeast was streaming the ASL, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to take viewers, or I'm not really sure if viewers really would have watched anyway, and to me that's not a big deal, but for the YSL just itself, I think you know, the sponsors and stuff want to get the most amount of viewers that they can get, and from that I think it's only out of respect to, you know, Sale, Hakubeast, the rest of the Brood War community, that we kind of just, bring these events out a little bit. Whoa, what is going on here? No idea. Okay, so this is gonna be a Boxer right here as well, besides all this random crazy shenanigans going on. My computer bugging out. And don't listen to that little overlay thing right now. I will change that to when we get in the game, and this will be enough. And so it will be another TVZ. Yeah, it'll be a TVZ. And Boxer won his TVZ in day 1 of this. So that was, if you're going back at the initial air dates of this, all this was played for that was played a month ago, because days are actually weeks for this. It's really crazy. But oh yeah. And I'll probably just associate my screen or turn it on. Oh well. Online, save changes. Okay, we're on. And that'll pretty much leave us where we are. So again, you know, the YSL cast will come tomorrow. In other news, you know, other than, why is this? Hold on, let me. This isn't liking to work right now. This is. Let me refresh the page. Awesome. I don't know why all of a sudden it's not working. It's all good though. Okay, now we're back. Okay, so other than my computer kind of being slow, we'll have to figure out how this goes down. We'll have to figure that out indeed. And yeah, talking about that though, we were last week, or no, talking about the format of this, like each day that I called is actually like a week later in this time. So this tournament went on for like quite a substantial amount of time. I mean, I'm only casting theoretically one game. Oh no, it'll be Ragnarok actually. Oh, this is Ragnarok. Okay, so actually I was wrong. So this will actually be. Don't pay attention to my little overlay. It won't be Neo Jungle Story. It'll actually be Ragnarok. Ragnarok, actually, this was the same map that he played on or day one, excuse me, against Go Rush, and he just beat Go Rush. So, I mean, I don't know. Just from that, you know, Boxer would probably be a favorite to win this. Going into this match, my money is going to be on Boxer because he's Boxer. And again, it's just his previous history on this map. Again, Zerg so far he's beaten, and literally he just won from like 3 vultures getting the main base, and then he just won from there. So I don't think this is gonna be a super difficult game for Boxer to take. I might be discounting enough here. I don't remember too much of this guy. Let me go look. Let me go. Oh, why is that doing that? Alright, let me see here. If we go back to my OP, for example. No, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, going back to my OP for a second. We can go back and see the previous history of Enough. Okay, so Enough actually played. Okay, so Enough played day 2 against Sidoki in the ZVZ, and Enough won that. I don't think there was anything super entertaining with that ZVZ, but that's ZVZ, not a matchup that sometimes is so reliant on build orders to a degree is what I'm trying to say. Like, ZVZ and TVZ are 2 different matchups is what I'm trying to say. And alright, so it looks like we're actually gonna finally get in this game after all this little debriefing. Oh, rad. Diggity diggity dog doo doo. And again, I should probably change up the little. It's gonna be Boxer. This is 18-year-old Boxer right here. This is really old. This is really old. I don't know what color he is yet. And of course, it will be Enough. Enough will be Zerg. And that will be Enough right there. A little bit longer hair than Boxer. Has glasses. Also, if you look on the OP, they actually I actually took like still images of these VODs beforehand and then put them into a little graphic and then uploaded them. If you want to see that beforehand. And again, any of the matches that I'm recording tonight will be on there. For VOD users, it's not such a big deal. But yeah, and the map will be Ragnarok, so that in the OP is actually somewhat off, but it will be on Ragnarok for sure. And alright, so spawning in the top left hand and bottom right hand corner as a yellow Terran, it will be Boxer, and his opponent in the bottom left hand corner on Ragnarok here, it will be the blue Zerg, I believe. Yeah, the blue Zerg. Enough. So, you know, it's even more interesting is that we have, if you go back and again watch, you know, week 1 or day 1, excuse me, where Boxer played whoever this Zerg was. I can go double check again. He played Go Rush. These were the exact same spawns. these were the exact same spawns. It's crazy. The only difference was that they were just, they were just shifted upwards. Both. I mean, Zerg was in the top left-hand corner, Boxer was in the top right-hand corner. But I mean, ideally they're gonna be the same spawns. Boxer might just do the same thing. It may just win. And I haven't seen enough TVZ to really give a good understanding of it. I don't. So we'll have to see how really enough plays this out. We do have Boxer going for kind of an interesting wall, or maybe not even walling off at all. Ragnarok, if you don't know, ooh, I think we have, what is that, a 9 pool? Or is it, no, that's an overpool. Okay, we have an overpool coming out of enough right here. And what's interesting about that building placement is, like, is that even gonna be a tight wall? I mean, I guess that's how you wall off in this map. It's just, it's bizarre. But taking an expansion like an FE on this map is like, if you're not Zerg, it's just stupid. It's super far away. The only really way you can elevate, I mean, they're not even talking about it right here. You can even look at this right now. Look at that. You right north of it, but it's like the ramp comes, south side. Then you have to go all the way around. It's just it's a big map. It's a big map, so I mean, if you were to go CC first on this map, you would just die. I mean, today's build orders that are more macro oriented, not less one base oriented, you really couldn't do it on this map. Even Zergs can't. I mean, I would even argue that this would be a broken map for Terran or Zerg versus Protoss, just because, at least in current day meta, just because, where does Zerg take that third base, really? I mean, there's really no way to take like an easy, like a locatable third base. And this may look a little odd for some of your viewers, some VODs or some live viewers, why all of a sudden enough is putting that random, what appears to be a random hatchery, that's there to actually put up sunkens to stop any kind of like vulture run buys. Well, Boxer was actually able to get through them pretty easily. This will be a tight wall off though. It may not look like it, but it is a tight wall off, so these links from enough won't do anything. I guess they're probably more there for just scouting purposes anyway. But yeah, and there goes down. So it's gonna be like 3 hatch meters probably, something like that. That wasn't out of style back in 2001. So we'll have to find out. We just have a lot of Ryans coming out right now, though. We do have another depot coming up right now. Oh, and this is really weird. I think to get fully saturation on Ragnarok's actual geyser, if I'm not mistaken, if I saw on Boxer's thing, you actually need 4 SCVs. Like 4. That's how like messed up the pathing is on the gas. But yep.
과연 이 임요환 선수가 어떻게 나갈 것인지 못하는 그런 효과가 있는 거 아니겠어요?
그렇죠. 이 성준모 선수가 이제 경기 전에 이제 그런 말을 했었고.
I just hope my audio levels are good because I don't want the other people to be really much louder. And there it goes down in a second. You can kind of think of it literally. I mean, all it is, again, if you're just new or if you're more modern Brood War compared to what you're seeing now. I mean, literally what Enough is really doing is pretty much what you would see from a standard Terran versus Zerg as a Zerg opener in this matchup nowadays. Instead of putting that hatchery in the main base where it just kind of connects creep, where it just serves as more scouting purpose, or it gives you more vision of your base. I mean, here it just gives you it just putting in a more crucial positioning, so you can know where you can cut off vulture, harass, because again, like, that's your choke point. Think of it as your choke point for your natural. Think of it like that. Whereas you need to defend that choke point, or else you're gonna have vultures flying all else inside your base. I mean, I guess you could think of this as a really big choke point where Terran can get vultures in. And oddly enough, though, Boxer is actually doing a different build this time. He's not going vultures. He's going a lot of marines. He's going a lot of bio-heavy stuff, and not getting up his vultures yet. And I believe, I mean, it's a little bit harder for me to recall this game because I probably cast it about 2 weeks ago. Again, with a Go Rush. I believe he just opened up with quick speed vultures or something like that and just broke through. Now, there's only 2 Sunkens right here. I mean, and we're having like a 3 racks +1 timing right here with like, I mean, this is just gonna be very interesting to watch here. Boxer is known for his micro, and you know, I'm not really sure specifically his marine micro, but I have to assume that it's pretty good. And I'm not really sure if 2 Slunkens are going to be able to stop that. I like it like 8 and just try to defend that. I mean, to a degree, it's I don't want to call it like borderline all in, but I don't know. Also, I mean, something that was, you know, interesting. What I heard was when I was watching the GSL at StarCraft 2 League. Tasteless and Artosis were talking about X-Brood War pros were saying like how if you all in, it is very difficult to come back from. So, you know, this is like a 1 base all in. That's a lot of medics. That's a lot of medics. And the recovery of Boxer, you know, after this 2 base Zerg, it might be difficult. It looks like it's gonna be a 3-hatch Lurker instead of Mutalisks. You know, that's fine. That's fine. You know, he's playing defensive. That's totally fine. But I mean, this force from Boxer is starting to look kind of scary though, and that's what it's meant to do. I mean, look at all the little fanboys right there. They are really like looking into this right now and be like, "Whoa, how is this possible?" And here we go. We even have 3 fire bats. This is crazy. Of the amount of stuff he's just done off a 1 base is just like crazy. This I would consider all in. But really, does Boxer have another choice? I mean, he can go Biowork and Vulture opening, but I mean, it took him like 15-12 minutes or something like that to really deal with that, and enough does not look happy. It's like, well, crap. And dude, like, this is where you get like 8 Sunkens up like immediately, but the problem with a faraway choke point is that it's gonna be really hard to get drones in time, and +1 is already kicked in, guys. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Boxer may just take this. We have a lot of Lurkers morphing, but let's see here. He's going in here, pressuring the best of his ability here. Can he deal with it? Sunkens are taking a lot of fire right here. Oh, Fire Rats are doing the damage that they can do right now. They're in the front, allowing any kind of links to stop doing any kind of damage to the Marines right here, doing their best. Fire Rats are doing so much damage. The Boxer is taking minimal casualties. Lurkers are falling immediately as they spawn. Oh my goodness, Fire Rats do so much damage to Lurkers, they immediately die. Guys, I think this might be GG right now. I don't really see how enough can really, you know, muster enough forces to deal with this. Desperate trying to get some panic colonies up, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Boxer's coming in here doing the most damage as he can. Boxer is relaxed. Oh, enough is just like, whoa, shit. I think that, yeah, I'm not sure if he was expecting this. I don't think he was, and this is hard. And GG, and he's just like, well, great. He's kind of like, yeah. Hey, he looks disappointed for sure. Boxer's like, yeah, well, I'm handsome. I got some nice flow going there. And yeah, I think enough took that pretty well. I mean, for the end game at least. So, well, that will conclude game 1, guys. For VOD users, thanks for watching, and yep, peace, guys.